Hi, my name is Catherine. In 2017, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had numerous radiation treatments at Touro Hospital. I do want to give a shout out to the Touro doctors. They were wonderful with treating me. Dr. Rupley, Dr. Kofri, Dr. Tandon, Dr. Harmon, and Dr. Sonier. I also want to give a shout out to my family who were with me every step of the way. My aunt who brought me food every day, along with my sisters, Kiani and Armand, my stepdaughter who sent me texts from far away, my mom, my dad who came to all of my radiation treatments. He just had to do that. My brother who said, I don't normally pray, but I'm praying for you. My husband and my son who gave me hugs and kisses every day and understood that I couldn't pick him up, so he would crawl on the side of me and give me hugs and kisses. My cousins and my nieces who sent wonderful text messages, inspirations, notes, and also came to visit me. And I want to not leave out my coworkers who were really, really supportive and even donated time so that I could take off the entire time. And I also want to thank two of my closest friends who are like sisters to me, Andrea and Catherine Matthews. And I have my close friends from college who also checked on me, Robin, Chanel, and Bridget. They all sent me inspirational messages. And my two cousins, Tiffany and Neil, who as well lived away but were constantly sending me positive messages so that it's like we all walked on this journey together. Hi, this is Sai. This is my 7-year-old who gave me all of those hugs and kisses during my treatment. And this is my story.
The African proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child," describes the experience that molded me into the woman I am today. My village is full of love warriors, especially the matriarchs in my life. Although my father and grandfather planted the seeds of how men were to treat and respect women, and my mother's survival instinct was passed into my DNA, my grandmother, Anna, and my aunt, Adrienne, were huge influences in my life. When I was about 12 years old, I walked home after visiting a friend. During my walk, a man drove in the neighborhood in a red convertible and was rather inappropriate. I shared some choice words with him as I continued to walk home. After sharing with my grandmother about his indecency, she dropped everything, told me to get in the car, and we drove in the neighborhood looking for him. It was to his advantage that she was unable to find him. This tenacity was one of many seeds planted in my upbringing. Spiritual teachings of God, love, kindness, and strength planted the seeds of faith, resilience, and grace, which shaped my development and ability to handle life on life's terms. I was the shy, creative, reserved girl who followed the rules, and as time gave experience, I came into my own and found my voice. My family was very overprotective and tried to shield me from life's hardships, but it was those hardships that strengthened my inner warrior. Their love and my faith always shined through, like a beacon of light to give me hope and comfort when most needed. In turn, I plant those same seeds into the younger generation of my family, as I am now one of the matriarchs in the village. I once heard a preacher say, "Life is a tapestry of trials and tribulations." I have had some experiences that shook the essence of my faith, but it was those experiences that also elevated my faith to another level. I learned to hold on to my faith. It shifted, it evolved, and it continued to grow through those challenging experiences. It is rooted like a tree planted on the banks of the Jordan River. The more it weathers, the deeper it roots. I have this plaque that sits on my desk which reads, "God doesn't give you more than you can handle. I just wish He didn't trust me so much." It's my daily reminder and dose of motivation. When the doctor's opening statement begins with, "Let me first say there is a cure," my immediate thought was, this implies there's a diagnosis. I remember praying to God that if this is my lot, to give me strength. My cancer journey was the experience that brought forth the most fears, and it tested my ability to let go because I could not fix this. This was completely out of my control and left me at the mercy of the unknown. But in this journey, I was able to acknowledge my fears, face them, and release them. However, this journey isn't over. Like every other woman diagnosed with breast cancer, I and they live with a new reality, the possibility of its recurrence. This new reality reshapes your existence and perspective. But the key is to decide to live your life to the fullest and to go through this challenge and any other challenge like a warrior, armed in full gear, in constant prayer with a positive vibes only state of mind. I use my trials and tribulations as a testimony to not only inspire hope for others, but to continue threading my tapestry as I continue this journey. My faith and inner strength as a warrior are my secret weapons. Life has provided me with a storybook of boundless experiences, affording me the opportunity to illustrate compassion for others while constantly re-energizing my inner being. First-hand accounts of loss, love, sickness, healing, death, new beginnings built a vast treasury I am able to draw upon to lift and inspire hope. From my silent losses to walking with my grandparents on their hospice journeys, from unexplained medical issues to the birth of my miracle child, from a diagnosis of breast cancer to being cancer-free. Those experiences fueled that warrior spirit within me. Life is a continuous cycle of beautiful moments and crushing waves, but my faith is the essence of my existence. Even as I write this and face another medical challenge, I have an endless armory of supportive family, friends, and God's guidance. Through each trial and tribulation, I focus on the gifts and seeds from my village, embracing that I am destined to overcome. I live by this inspirational message. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember whose daughter you are and straighten your crown.